Hey everyone, Leticia here. I haven't done a live in a few days, and well, I'm doing a live now from far away from the streets of Mexico City. Yes guys, I am in Mexico City. Mucho amor. Yes, it wasn't my final destination. Anyway, I didn't want to really say anything to many people until I actually found myself here, because I really didn't know what travel was gonna be like. But I'm here now, and we are staying with one of Anthony's aunts. Sorry guys, trying to greet you guys, but yeah. So anyway, we are in a humble neighborhood on the outskirts of Mexico City. We're staying here with one of Anthony's aunts. Our final destination was actually, oh, I've got a doggy with me. Look, una perrita. Yeah, our relatives here have a little doggy. Anyway, so as some of you know, my son is half Mexican, and even though his father hasn't been involved in his life up until now, I maintained a pretty close relationship with his grandmother, who lives in Merida, which is in the Yucatan Peninsula. And anyway, I had been thinking to come visit for a while. She never actually met him in person, but we continued, you know, through WhatsApp, video chats. And you know, Anthony's 5.5 now. I had been thinking to visit for a while. And not only that, but you all know what's happening in Canada. And not that it's much different here. I'll tell you in a second what's going on here. But, hey, tranquilo, hey, no, okay, thank you, bye, hey. There are a lot of stray dogs here. Anyway, vámonos, chiquis, vámonos. The doggy is called Chiquis. Anyway, we're going to a busy street. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Again, it's not a fancy neighborhood. It's about a 10-minute drive from Mexico City Airport. And what actually happened was we had a flight scheduled for 4 p.m. on Saturday that was going to take us from Mexico City to Merida, but we missed our flight because the stopover and all the check-ins took forever. We're traveling with our little cat as well. And anyway, we are now we're gonna spend a few days, but you know, yeah, I'm gonna be able to change my flight. It's not a big deal. But yeah, we're gonna spend a few days here. I've never been to Mexico City before. I wanted to check it out. And there's another city about 2 hours away from here called Querétaro that I also wanted to check out. Chiquis. And in case you're wondering how I'm doing the live stream, is because I got the roam like home from Rogers. I don't plan on keeping it for too long because it's $12 a day, maximum 15 days. It comes to like, and that's on top of your regular plan. I'm gonna get a local phone. I understand you can get literally unlimited data, text, everything for like 15 USD per month. Maybe a bit more. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know. But anyway, yeah, Mexico City, guys. Woohoo! Anyway, and so there was a conjunction of things. Like I was thinking, obviously, we all know about this advertised second wave that they keep talking about, and quite frankly, I wasn't too excited about the possibility of spending that in a cold climate, especially. I don't know, especially seeing what was happening in Australia. I don't have many hopes that the same thing couldn't happen in Canada. Now, it could happen here as well. My thinking was I definitely don't want to line up for food at negative 30 degrees weather in Canada. Here, as far as I can see, there is easier access to food. You can still buy food in the local markets from the actual producers. Yes, there are obviously supermarkets, big chains. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the mask issue, they are equally... Hey Tamara, hey everyone. Yeah, they're equally dumb. Sorry, I don't know what else to say. People are wearing masks everywhere. To get into any shop, they ask you to wear a mask. I haven't had a chance to look into the mask exemptions yet, which I'm sure they exist, but people here seem to just go along with whatever they're told. Sadly, I thought there would be more independent thinkers. Nothing, doesn't seem to be the case. Everybody's just obeying. And in fact, apparently the local bylaw in Mexico City even requires them to wear a mask outside, which a lot of people are doing. I'm not, obviously, and I see various people not wearing them outside, but in the stores they won't let you in unless, whatever, you put something on. knowing that I had to wear one on the flight, and I knew I wasn't gonna have time to get a doctor's note because everything happened very fast. I did get the Mingo mask, which is the transparent shield that you can still breathe through. Now, those are not allowed on the plane, so technically I could not wear that on the plane. At the airport in Toronto, I was able to wear it. My son, thankfully, you know, he's 5. Nobody asked him to put on a mask, even though technically, according to Transport Canada, even children under 2 are supposed to wear a mask. Nobody asked us, so my son did not wear a mask the whole time through. And as for my flight from Toronto to Mexico City, I had the mask on constantly, like allowing myself to breathe, and I basically had it off because again, they wouldn't allow me to wear the Mingo mask, so I had to put on the stupid. And again, I didn't want to cause a scene, knowing that I just wanted to get out of there and make it safely to my destination. So anyway, but bottom line, they didn't bother me, thankfully. You know, maybe because they saw me with a kid, with a cat, you know. And I was wearing it basically off my face, on my chin the whole time. Only when the flight attendant was coming my way, I would like lift it up temporarily and then just take it back off. It is what it is. I'm not happy about it. Again, I'm just kind of orienting myself here for now. And yeah, so in case you're wondering, there was a conjunction of things that happened. Even though... Sí, más tarde, gracias. Now, I'm fortunate enough to speak Spanish. I learned in university many years ago. So for me, getting around, talking to people, that's not an issue. Anthony doesn't speak any Spanish, but he understands a lot of Romanian. So it's, I'm not concerned. I'm sure he'll learn Spanish soon enough. We don't know how long we're gonna be here as of yet. But definitely for the cold season, I predict that we're gonna stay here. Many more things I can share with you. So again, one of the things that I realized is that now I can do my work remotely, which obviously helps a lot. I don't necessarily have to be in Toronto. I can maintain my licensing. I can maintain a Canadian mailing address for my business, and I can literally be anywhere. And while I could potentially go back to my homeland of Romania, that's a 7-hour difference away time-wise. Mexico seemed like a more appealing option. And also the fact that, again, my son has a lot of family here, extended family. Sorry, guys. Yes. I will do a lot more videos for you guys. Schools are closed here as well, only online learning. The son of the aunt that we're staying with, him and his wife actually operate a kindergarten, a private kindergarten, and up until now, before COVID started, it's a beautiful place. I saw pictures. It's a large facility. They had 28 children. Now with COVID, they're only allowed to have 4 children. They are barely surviving. So a lot of businesses here have suffered as a result of the measures that are being implemented, similar to what we're seeing in Canada and everywhere else in the world. So yeah, the main thing is, yes, I can live somewhere else and still do my Canadian work. Fantastic. I'm grateful for that. Cost of living here is significantly lower, as you can imagine. Number one, number two, number 3. I forgot what number 3 was. Oh yeah, where I was living in Toronto, the owner of the house. So even though I have done a couple of real estate deals in the past, I continued renting where I was living because my rent was so low. Thank you very much. But the owner expressed the intention to sell the home and so on. So this was a good opportunity, and I wanted to be out of there before the fall season, before the second wave, as you can imagine. Yeah, well, Violet, you can watch the video from the beginning once the live stream ends. Multiple reasons, but number one, I didn't want to be in the cold climate for the second wave. And a few of the other reasons. So it was a good conjunction of things that allowed for this to happen. Now, as a Canadian, you can come to Mexico with your passport for 6 months, no problem. Now, if you want to stay beyond 6 months, you have to, whether or not you want to, I don't know. I'll see if I want to stay longer than that. Unfortunately, I have to tell you, 5G is here as well. Smart meters are here as well. At the end of the day, it's the same global corporations that operate everything. So there are, look, I'm walking by a freaking giant 5G antenna. I imagine it's not everywhere in Mexico, as you can see. And again, I'm walking through not a very fancy neighborhood. We're on the outskirts of Mexico City, but it's got a lot of, small independent businesses, shoe stores, clothing stores, lots of grocery stores. Yesterday, we went to a market very similar to St. Lawrence Market in Toronto, where we got our groceries, where you get to buy from independent producers. Yeah, so far so good, you know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Motorcycle coming our way pretty fast, and I'm here with this little doggy. Anyway, guys, just wanted to do a little update, let you know why I wasn't there on Saturday. Remains to be seen, you know. I would like to be involved in the freedom movement here as well as much as possible. And of course, I will continue with my online Humanity Rising channel on YouTube, which by the way is being censored. I'm one strike away from being deleted, so I'm looking forward to creating like a library channel and maybe a BitChute channel as soon as I'm settled in, probably sometime in the next 2-3 weeks. Again, our final destination is Merida. Merida again is the capital of the state of Yucatan, which is it's about a 4-hour drive inland from Cancun. You're still close enough to all the playas, and they have their own playa close to Merida called Playa Progreso. And it's a city of about 1 million people, very tranquilo, a lot not crazy like Mexico City. Because one thing, thank you Tamara, I trust myself, I'm not worried. Thank you. Yeah, so what's happening is yeah, Mexico City, I don't think I would want to live here. Now, first of all, again, we're on the outskirts, not in a fancy area, but listen, I moved away from a big city. I'm not wanting to live in a big city. We're gonna go visit either today or tomorrow. We're gonna visit the center of the city, the most beautiful areas of the city that people see in videos all the time. I've never been. Again, I'm looking forward to checking it out. But one thing I did notice, traffic and pollution is pretty intense here. Like definitely you can feel the difference in the air compared to Toronto. Toronto has clean air comparatively speaking. Part of the reason I think is you see a lot of older vehicles on the roads. Anthony was not too impressed. Like, our city is much nicer. Like, okay, Anthony, yes, I know, it's just one of the neighborhoods. But again, we're still discovering things, and time will tell how things are going to develop. But yeah, I was going to tell you guys, if as a Canadian you can stay in Mexico for up to 6 months with your Canadian passport as a visitor, but then you'd have to return. Thank you, Joanne, thank you. If you wanted to stay longer than that, you'd have to apply for either a temporary residence visa or potentially for permanent residency. The temporary residence visa allows you to stay for up to 4 years. And there are many ways you can go about that. You can apply based on your income, and I'm still looking into that. I'm in touch with one of the consulates in Canada to just really understand. We started communication, but like I never got to finish that because yeah, I kind of wanted to leave before things got any crazier in Toronto, I'm sorry to say. And again, my rent was up. Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna keep doing updates from here, tell you guys everything. Again, in some ways, from what I can tell, I don't see people opposing anything. But that being said, if you walk through the streets of Toronto and you see everybody, or going into a store and you see everybody wearing masks, we are in the minority in Toronto as well. Chances are, from what I can tell, I'll be in the minority here as well. It is what it is, you know. Unfortunately, people are just buying what they're being told on TV and doing as they're told. Sad but true, sadly. So anyway, one of the things I was considering doing is translating our Hugs Over Mask flyers into Spanish and getting them printed out and doing some grassroots activism over here. Yeah, no, my pleasure, Joanne. I would be happy to share more as I learn more, especially when it comes to applying for the temporary residency. Whether or not, now, there are definitely some differences, which, you know, I'll be sharing with you definitely as we go along. But so far, so good. You know, it's only been 2 days. Mandia says a Corona truck in the background. For sure, it's one of their local brands. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, mucho amor, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I will give you guys more updates as the time goes by. And yeah, maybe we'll do another video from the center of Mexico City. I was thinking of taking a tourist bus, stopping at a few of the local sites. Yeah, I mean, yeah, so far so good. Ha ha ha. Renee is like, I hear you're moving. Yeah, no, I'm already here in Mexico City, everyone. Much love. I know, I'm so crazy, but I love myself. And anyway, I want to give a big shout out to 2 of my awesome people in my life, my friend Alina and our friend Mike, our crypto friend. They helped me with my move tremendously. There's no way I would have been able to pack all the shite I had. Yeah, I had accumulated over 10 years of living where I had been living, and I was a bit of a clutter bug, and that's an understatement. Oh my God, paper clutter, terrible. Yeah, so it reminds me of those comments. What's his name? Oh my God, America's favorite business philosopher. Thank you. Oh my God, the name escapes me. Must be the freaking 5G. Never mind. Anyway, he says neglect. Neglect. When you neglect things for too long, and literally in like 2 weeks I had to pack up and donate and do all this 10 years worth of. Thank you very much, Mandia. Yeah, thank you, Laura. Don't worry, guys. I mean, I'm gonna stay in touch, and hopefully I can add value by continuing to give you guys updates from here, let you guys know how things are in another corner of the world, not too far from us. And thankfully I flew direct. Like, I did not want to go through the US as well. So yeah, Air Canada has daily flights to Mexico City. They have flights about 3 times a week to Cancun. It made more sense for me to fly into Mexico City and then buy a flight through Aeromexico, which is one of the. Thank you very much, Roxanne. No, chica, no por aquí. No, chiquis. Yeah, Aeromexico flies multiple flights per day to various locations. Well, Mandia, I will see if I'm here to live. I'm definitely gonna stay here for the foreseeable future. We'll see, how well things develop for us over here. I'm gonna take it one day at a time. I am gonna look into the option of residency over here, so that after 6 months I won't be forced to leave. Like, I'll have the option to stay longer if I want to. Remains to be seen. Anthony, again, is not too impressed with the neighborhood. He's like, oh, what's with these old cars? He told our host, you really should take better care of this car. They have an older car and so on. Thankfully, they speak no English, so oh my God, children always tell the truth. You know how it is. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone. Much love. Okay, I'm gonna stop. We're walking by a kind of a highway here. I'm gonna go back to the busy street. I'm gonna need to buy myself some running shoes, although it's so warm here. But in case I decide to actually do some running. Thank you very much. Well, thanks, Mandia. Yeah, I think some parts of Mexico, I mean, again, if people have only traveled to the very touristy areas of Mexico that are full of expats and like kind of a luxurious feel, you may have a bit of a shock seeing the more, they call this área urbana, like kind of the outskirts of Mexico City. It's modest looking. Like, I'll show you guys, some buildings that have, although look how pretty that is, but I mean, there are buildings that have a lot of deferred maintenance. The weather is lovely so far. I understand they're approaching their rainy season, and I'll be doing a lot more videos in the coming days. I'm gonna be getting a local phone, and I'll see if I could connect that to Facebook, because I'm not planning on paying Roam Like Home for much longer. Anyway, much love, everyone. Oh, I'm gonna be. Thank you. Thank you, Mandia. Much love to all of you. Okay, I'll be in touch. Thanks for your support. Thanks for your love, and I'm rooting for you. Continue all your amazing efforts, and I will continue doing what I can here and on the internet. Okay, much love. Take care. Blessings. Mwah.